Hello and a warm welcome to another edition of To The Point. After the resounding victory in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand and the manner in which the BJP governments were formed in Manipur and Goa, the present discourse is now shaping towards the larger battle of 2019 and also a simultaneous decline of a credible opposition. Which way is the BJP heading to, and what kind of shape will the future political narrative take? Joining me now is Union Minister for Transport, Shipping and Highways, Nitin Gadkari. He's also the man who was in charge of Goa. Welcome, Mr. Gadkari, onto the point. Let me begin by asking you a question which many are questioning. The party has been celebrating the victory of BJP in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, but there has been a lot of criticism about the manner in which the governments were formed in Goa and Manipur. How would you really assess the verdict of the people in those two smaller states?
Actually, the Goa result, there was a hung assembly. Neither is majority to Congress party nor BJP. And two regional party was there, MGP and Goa Forward. 3 MLA with each. Out of 40 assembly seats, Congress with 17 and BJP with 13. One independent who is supported by BJP, that BJP counts 14. So 14 with BJP and 17 with the Congress party. Now in the democracy, as far as the constitution, anywhere any party which they want to make government, they have to prove their majority. The chance was open with the Congress party, at the same time with the BJP. We immediately, after our president taken decision that we should try for making government in Goa, immediately I start and I go to Goa. After discussing all this issue with my party leaders, by other leaders, at the whole night, after 5:30, it was a condition from the two parties that we are ready to support you, but we will only support you if you are going to elect Manohar Parrikar as a leader. I immediately phoned to our president, and he was telling me that I will take the permission from the parliamentary board and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and I will convey you the decision up to 8 o'clock at morning. 8 o'clock I received the call from the president, and he gave me the permission. After that I discussing with Manohar Parrikar, are you ready? I said, whatever the decision taken by the party, I am ready. After that we started. I call all the last two regional parties, and I give them that now the party is ready to elect Manohar Parrikar as a leader. Both party was, after discussing all the issues, they are on the same path. They was ready to form a government. Just we have taken letter from them. After that our strength come to 20 and two independent supporters. After that we take the appointment from the governor. And Manohar Parrikar, he give all the letters and all the presence of 21 MLAs with him. And he said, the majority is with me. And on that basis, the governor has taken a decision.
Right. I mean, the numbers were purely on BJP's side with the kind of support you got from the independents, from the regional parties. But why is it that a large section of people in the media, as well as the opposition parties, they are saying that it was something which was very unconstitutional, because obviously BJP was not the single largest party, and somehow Goa and Manipur looked like a stolen kingdom, as what the Congress says.
Actually, there is one big problem. In Congress party, in their 17 MLAs, at least 5 MLAs claim that they are the best candidate for the chief minister. So it was difficult for Congress party to elect a leader. And there was a big dispute. That was the reason that Congress party was not in position to elect their leader. And that's why they are all busy with the discussing with the High Command and their MLAs, so that who will be the leader of the party.
So did BJP outwit and outsmart Congress as far as the leadership was concerned, because there was a confusion who their leader will be?
100%. 100%. There was an opportunity for both the parties, and it was an easy thing for the Congress party to take the support of one party. They can come to 20 and they can get a support from the independent. It was easy for them. But because of their party problem, it was difficult for them to elect their leader. And probably I don't know, but there was a lot of stories that are going on. They are discussing with the High Command that who will be the leader. And High Command named the person which was not accepted by the MLAs. And there was a dispute. And because of their problem, they are going to blame BJP for that. Opportunity was everybody, with the Congress party and with the BJP. We take the advantage of the opportunity. Now I am telling you, there is a good thing. Some people who are taking problems as opportunities, and some leader who take opportunities as a problem. So now that was a problem with us because we don't have majority, but we convert the problems into opportunity. We just taking decision fast, and we convey all the thing to the regional parties, two party, MGP and Goa front, and after support of independent.
But all these MLAs from the regional parties, including the independents which fought, they basically during the campaign, they were campaigning against the BJP. If you have to judge these MLAs, their conduct morally, because a lot of questions are being raised that, it's against the ethics of constitutionality, that the same MPs who are fighting against BJP, they have come and tied hands with BJP. How would you really assess the conduct of these MLAs?
Actually, the MLA was not only against BJP, against with Congress party also. They have formulated already their independent party, and with their formulation of their party, they are opposing BJP and Congress both. But in a democracy, in a state where not a single party, if they are not getting the majority, and if they want to make the government, it is the option with the governor. The other party, if they are going to support one party, only in that case that the government can form. And it is already from 47, in hundreds of cases, it is already a proven track. The party and the leader who is going to prove the majority, and when the governor feels that he can assure the governor that I will give the stable government, in that situation only governor is taking decision for giving him invitation for making the government. That is the fact.
But if you look at Goa's result, and if you purely talk from the point of view of the wishes of the people, do you really see some kind, you're a very senior leader who's seen politics over so many years, do you see some kind of a disjunction, some kind of a disconnect between the represented and the representatives of the state? Do you see some kind of a disconnect because the kind of mandate, the kind of numbers which have come?
I want to ask you one question. You remember when the Congress party in the parliament was not in majority, at that time the left parties and other parties support Congress party from outside. At that time, same the situation was there, that Communist party was fighting election against the Congress party in West Bengal and lot of states. This Congress party support one member, Madhu Kauda, to become as a chief minister in Jharkhand. And at that time, how the people taken it as all this decision taken by the Congress party.
Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi says that BJP bought over the MLAs through money and muscle power.
Actually, to be frank and fair, Congress party missed the bus, and for their defeat, they are blaming BJP. The decision making process and the leadership, the way in which positively immediately take the action and taking decision, this is the credit for the BJP that we are in the power in Goa. The Congress party was not in position to taking decision because of their system, because of their high command, because of their MLA who are claiming, 5 MLAs claiming on the leadership, and their leader unable to take the decision because of their defeat. This is the reason, and unnecessarily they are blaming BJP for that. Unfortunately, this cannot be justified.
But now the government has been formed. Manohar Parrikar is the CM, and that's the reality of Goa. But still, the analysts and the people who are reading the results of the elections very closely, they still are saying that Prime Minister Modi, Narendra Modi, campaigned in UP as well. There was a perceptible wave, and BJP got off in UP with a 300 plus. But the same Prime Minister campaigned in Goa as well. What do you think was the reason why the people of Goa voted very differently? They didn't give overwhelming numbers to the BJP. What is your assessment now when you look at the entire scenario?
To be very frank and fair, I will accept one thing, that in our ministers and chief minister, the majority they lost the election, and there was a reaction against our ministers, and that was not a reaction against the party or the leadership of Narendra Modi ji. Unfortunately, this is the fact, and that's the reason that people have taken a decision to defeat the ministers and the chief minister, and that was the naked truth, and we have to accept it. And that was the reason that now the new ministers, the chief minister, they are very much committed for the progress and development of Goa. At the same time, they have to maintain good relations with the people, and at the same time, their connection with the people, their how to solve the problem of the people, common people by and large, is the most important thing for the party.
When the campaign started, I remember you had told the press that the chief ministerial candidate could probably come down from Delhi, though you didn't hint very clearly with the name. But there was a whole lot of confusion in the media as to whether Manohar Parrikar is the man for whom you pitched. So was that statement which created some kind of a confusion?
That was
that was done deliberately.
Deliberately.
Okay.
I given that statement deliberately, and that statement saved the party.
Okay.
Because the Manohar Parrikar is no doubt undisputed leader of Goa. He is known for his honesty and his developmental work. And the people were ready to support Manohar Parrikar, ready to support Narendra Modi, ready to support Bharat Sarkar or BJP. But there was a lot of unrest against at that time, the minister, those who were there, and the chief minister, again in the mind of the people. When I understand this, that's why I deliberately give that statement, to create that even Manohar Parrikar can be a chief minister after the election.
So that was a clever positioning on the part of BJP, we would say.
It's a very important strategical statement with taking permission from the Prime Minister and party president.
Okay.
I just given that to create confidence of the people with BJP, that even if you need, we can again give elect Manohar Parrikar as a leader, but please support us. We will protect your interests. That was the message where party was interested to give to the people of Goa.
Okay, now taking you away from Manipur and Goa and coming to what has happened in UP, one question which is there in the minds of all the journalists, all the analysts is that after getting such a thumping majority in Uttar Pradesh, why did BJP choose a figure like Yogi Adityanath, whose image everybody knows has been a divisive figure, has been a polarizing figure. He is a person who has used abusive language in the past. The very anointment of Yogi Adityanath has become a conundrum for the media at the moment.
I feel that this biased media's approach is a big problem for our democracy. Yogi ji is a science graduate. Yogi ji is a social reformer. Yogi ji and his mutt constantly fighting against the caste. Yogi ji who believes that no caste is great. People belongs to different castes, we are all equals and we are Hindus. And he is a very progressive leader. A leader supported by people by and large. He is against fundamentalists, he is against terrorists and against terrorist organization. He is not against Muslims. The problem is that...
But he has spoken against Muslims in the past.
It is the habit of the section of media. Those who have taken training from Jawaharlal Nehru University, they have a specific allergy for Hindutva, BJP, RSS, and they are making their campaign. Now Yogi ji is a progressive leader and his Hindutva is very progressive. Now the leaders and the parties who are now on the basis of caste equations, Yadav and Muslims, they are doing the politics, they are the secular leaders, they are the progressive leaders, and a leader who is against the caste system, against discrimination of social system, like Yogi is a progressive leader, they are communal. This is the language of the English media, some section of media in Delhi. First of all, I will tell you very frankly and fairly, it is the story of image versus reality and ground reality versus the perception. Yogi ji is an able administrator who can give a corruption-free, transparent government to the UP, who is an educated leader, who understands the vision, who understands the problems, and definitely at the problems of the Gaon, Garib, Mazdoor and Kisan. So I feel that he can give a good government, a development-oriented government to the people of UP. And the most important thing is, this is the first time in the history of UP for a state election, people are voting beyond caste for development. They want to fight against the poverty,
right,
unemployment, they want development. And that is the reason that the party has elected Yogi as a leader. And I am confident that he is going to deliver a good government to UP.
But Mr. Gadkari, it's very natural on the part of the media to question leaders like you when you're saying that Yogi Adityanath was a very progressive leader, he's an able administrator, all that is fine. But When you talk about his capabilities and when you are so sure, or the party was so sure of his capabilities, why was he not projected as a chief ministerial candidate? The party shouldn't have hesitated in declaring him as a CM candidate.
First of all, I will request you one thing. You should go to Gorakhpur
I have been to Gorakhpur.
and see the work of Yogi ji. How, what approach he has, how he deal with the people, how he is going to solve the problem, how people are approaching him, the first thing. And the second thing is, in the caste politics of UP, it was the probably assessment of the party leader that it will not be appropriate to elect some leader. He is not an obvious leader where people are going to accept it. Because in Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Chauhan was an obvious leader. In Rajasthan, Vasundhara Raje was an obvious leader. So the party has taken a decision when there is no obvious leader, we can go on the basis of our national leadership. And after the new MLA, they can select their leader.
Many people felt, or in fact a section of people also said, that there was some kind of pressure on BJP to declare the name of Yogi Adityanath as the CM. How far is that true?
It is 100% when it's not true.
But no pressure from RSS?
Not at all, not at all. No, the problem is that sometimes I feel that whatever the decision is, देखो BJP is a political party. हम कोई साधु संत नहीं है. We have to calculate the political equations. We have to think about how we can win the elections. And either you like it, may not like it. Election is a game of caste, creed, sex, religion,
absolutely.
all language, all everything is there. Though we are not believe that. We don't discriminate anybody on the basis of caste, creed, sex and religion. But the fact is that all the things are there. In a situation, if party has taken a strategical decision, it is a part of strategy. Why we are political party, we are going to face election where we are, our motives to how we can elect how we can go to victory in the election. That is the main mission for us. In a situation by strategy, we select the candidates, we select, we prepare the manifesto, how we get the confidence of the people by and large.
Since the image of Yogi Adityanath has been of a firebrand Hindutva leader, so people say that when Prime Minister Narendra Modi...
Same type of propaganda once upon a time, it was against Narendra Modi ji from the media. Same type of propaganda. Every day night there was a discussion related to Gujarat. And everyone want to prove that he is anti-minority, from a lot of judicial false
Media
cases.
has already started saying that about Yogi Adityanath, that probably he might make Uttar Pradesh another laboratory like Gujarat.
I am asking you the question. At the time when Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, what was in Delhi media? The same thing. Because it is the, now you tell me, can you call Narendra Modi as a communal leader? Is there any decision taken by this government where you can prove that the BJP and Narendra Modi is communal? Is there any decision we have taken against minority? Is there any discrimination on the basis of caste? Is there any decision against the democracy? Is there any decision against the constitution of the country? But the way in which that time the English media, the section of media discussing that Narendra Modi like a criminal, like an anti-national, and create an atmosphere. So the same thing is with the Yogi ji. It is a image versus reality and ground reality versus the perception. You just wait for 2 years. You just see what type of good performance Yogi ji will give, and he will change the socio-economic scenario of UP, and he will develop UP in a way by which people will think that he is the appropriate leader who changed the atmosphere of the Uttar Pradesh. Let us wait for some 2 years. But the problem is that there is some media people, they want to confuse the society deliberately, and some they have fixed up their agenda. They are against BJP, RSS and Hindutva. Whatever the thing may be, even they are ready to support terrorists, they are ready to support terrorist organization, but they are against the nationalist, and they call it as a communal leader. That is unfortunate in this country.
But what about the larger issues which are going to be seen in UP? For example, a lot of people are saying that probably there could be a front staging of issues like cow protection, love jihad, forced religious conversion, because these are the kind of issues which have been in the past associated with Yogi Adityanath, and that is why a large section of media is raising questions on that.
Law and order is the responsibility of the Chief Minister and the state government. And in his oath, already he has committed that people belong to different caste, religion, creed and sex. His responsibility as far as constitution is concerned is responsibility with everybody is to be justified. So now I feel that let us wait and watch. Why are we blaming? It is the story of image versus reality and ground reality versus perception. When it is difficult for you to convince the people, some of the section they want to confuse the people, to create BJP as a villain, anti-Muslim, anti-minority, anti-backward. Before past there was a strategy to create BJP as anti-backward, against Baba Saheb Ambedkar, against the backward community. Today the backward community, they are voting for BJP. So now this is the vote bank politics of the Congress party and some led parties to create the image of a BJP as a villain. And that is the strategy. That's why some of the section of media, they are with the same ideology. They try level best to defend BJP. But ultimately people understand the truth. And now as far as Yogi's case is concerned, I am confident in 2 years, Yogi will be proved to be a progressive leader. He will think beyond caste and religion and give a good developmental agenda to the UP, and he can change the socio-economic scenario of Uttar Pradesh, and we can make the Uttar Pradesh as one of the developed state in the country. Let us wait and watch and see. And after that, this opinion will be changed, and you understand that this opinion is created because of some bias and against BJP, though the people of section of media, a microscopic section which against BJP, against RSS, against Hindutva, they want to create this type of image in the mind of the people, and they are trying their level best. Because of them, some of the people want to create this image.
But BJP, we've not seen, has believed too much in the appointments of deputy chief ministers. But here in Uttar Pradesh, we see 2 deputy chief ministers along with Yogi Adityanath. A lot of people are saying that how do you control and rein in a leader like Yogi Adityanath? And that is why Keshav Prasad Maurya and Dinesh Sharma will be acting as safety valves for the party.
No.
Is it true?
You understand that we are a political party. We are not Tirupati Balaji Devasthan. We have to think about all section of the society. We have to think about the next election. I don't want to hide anything from you. And for the future election, future politics, it will be more appropriate for us that now we have a leader from all the caste and capable leadership. So it is the strategy of the political party. Everywhere the Congress party is doing the same thing. So by accepting 1 chief minister and 2 deputy chief minister, it is a political strategy of the party to, directly it will be difficult for me to say you, but this can be equation where it can be a winnable equation for us for the future election.
I'm sure you will not accept, because obviously Yogi Adityanath ji is a chief minister now, but the kind of nature he's had, like he's always had his will and wish as far as the party is concerned. He's made the party bent on his own will, because he's always protected the identity and the demarcation of his own Hindu Yuva Vahini. Will that not be some kind of an impediment for BJP, because he's always thinking about his Hindu Yuva Vahini, and he's always done that?
In a democracy, the people by and large, they elect the BJP. They are the people giving us 2/3 majority. Let us see for 5 years.
Okay.
What type of government, what type of delivery, what type of policies, what type of decisions. I feel that it will not be justified before counting the performance of the government, create an impression about the government. I feel that the leadership of Yogi ji, at the same time both 2 deputy chief ministers and the ministers, now their commitment for progress and development, their commitment for the politics which is beyond the caste and religion, and poor is poor. Poor don't have any religion and caste. So the politics is an instrument of socio-economic reform, and the socio-economic transformation in Uttar Pradesh and giving employment to the poor people and eradication of poverty is the mission. But with the appropriate economic policies, and these are the challenges with the Yogi ji. And we as a central government, I am as a Minister of Road Transport, I am giving 2 lakh crores for road construction in UP. Now we are making Ganga, inland waterways, making 40 water ports. Now we are all working in one direction for the progress and development of Uttar Pradesh.
But what I don't understand, Mr. Gadkari, is that we have to repose faith in what Yogi Adityanath ji will do over the next 5 years. You have also said that let's give him some more time. He might change the perception. But the kind of image he's had in the past, it will always remain as a baggage.
It is totally an image created by some microscopic minority in the media in Delhi.
No,
that
maybe
he is a
certain
communal.
section of
But
media
that is
has
not
done
the
that.
fact. That is not the fact. It is totally a false argument.
But
it is not based on the truth. The once upon a time, this type of image is created by this media about Narendra Modi ji. I am asking you the question. Before government, when the Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi was there, at the same type of argument, same type of everything was there. Can you tell me the truth answer? That was the argument at that time about Modi ji. After 3 years, do you feel that was correct or not?
But will Yogi Adityanath ji address maybe a gathering of Muslims? Because there are a lot of Urdu press has started writing consistently that, with the kind of Ram Mahotsav events which are being planned. I mean, there is a certain fear in the minds of the Muslims.
You believe me? The BJP government, either is state or central, we will not discriminate any person belong to any religion on the basis of caste, creed, sex and religion. That is not acceptable in BJP. Justice with all and appeasement of none. Sabka saath, sabka vikas. And poor is poor. Poor is not Hindu, Muslim or Buddha, Dalit. Poor is poor. Poor don't have any religion and caste. We have to work for the poor people to create more employment potential, to increase the GDP in UP, to increase the agriculture growth rate, to increase tourism for creating more employment potential for the youth of UP, to create more investment in UP in industrial area, to making ethanol, second generation ethanol. We can develop 300 factories in UP.
So I'm sure Mr. Yogi Adityanath will be under the lens for the next 5 years. But for now, we'll believe what Mr. Gadkari has said, that sabka saath, sabka vikas, because he's a man who means words are words. So thank you, Mr. Gadkari, for coming on To The Point. So that's it on this episode of To The Point. See you next time with another personality. Goodbye and thanks for watching.